What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a Black Ops 4 gameplay. If you guys didn't notice, obviously I streamed it last night. I've been playing a lot of Black Ops 4 lately. Now, why is that? Well, Black Ops 4 is slapping right now. I am seriously enjoying the shit out of playing some BO4. To me, I think it's way better. It's way better than Cold War. Not quite as good as what like Modern Warfare is, but Modern Warfare is just in a rough state right now. I know this has been a documented glitch amongst the community, but not so much acknowledged through Activision or the developers by Infinity Ward. Where I can't get on a game. I've been trying, and I will sit there and like be searching for a host for, I think, maybe 15 minutes. Then, I'll try to restart. It doesn't work. I've uninstalled and reinstalled the game. I've tried it on my PlayStation, and I just can't find a game. And then I heard something about they took away SBMM, skill-based matchmaking, from Black Ops 4. And Black Ops 4 is the free game of the month of July. So you got a few days left if you have a PlayStation 4 or 5, and you have PS Plus, you can pick up a copy of Black Ops 4 completely for free. Of course, there's still the freaking Black Ops Pass if you want the DLC, but I think it's like $50. So if you really want it all, if the zombies is your thing, something like that, if you really want to play that stuff, $50, basically $10 off the full price digital game, and you get everything. So it's not too bad of a deal. Obviously, I think the DLC should just be free, especially now that we've had 2 years of COD where DLC maps are free and stuff like that. But anyway, that's not the point of the video. But I was trying to think, what is the reason that I like Black Ops 4 so much? And obviously, if some of you guys came from my older channel, I didn't play it too much in the latter half. And I didn't play it too much on the latter half of the year, but I did play quite a bit of it. Like, I got on, checked my stats. I've only been playing for a couple hours in the last, month. I think maybe I have accrued about maybe 6 hours of game time in the last month that I've installed it. And I mean, since late 2018 or 2019 when Modern Warfare came out, I think I've really seriously only accrued about 6 hours, before I started playing. Basically, I just put in a freaking almost 8-hour session today. I've just been really grinding on the multiplayer, enjoying it. But, I was like, okay, I have 3 days in it before I stop playing, 3 days game time played. And that was all before, and I really enjoyed it. And then something happened where they started releasing really stupid patches, and the monetization scheme went from being, all right to being some of the worst, to where, even Blackout was literally pay to win. It was you could pay, I think it was $10 or $15 for a lucky crate. That would basically up your chances of getting a better weapon out of, the boxes. I don't know. I never played much Blackout. I think I have 4 or 5 games total spent in it. I just never touched it much. And that's what's really killed the game. But going back to it now, I notice that it's very balanced. It is a very balanced COD. Every gun can compete in some way. I haven't really, since the time I've been playing, found a gun that's just, that's it. That's the big boy. Except, I guess there is one that kind of stands out of the crowd, but it's not horrible. It's the VMP. They brought back the VMP from Black Ops 3 into this game, and it does pretty much shred. Sadly, when I got my free weapon bribe, which everyone does get a free weapon bribe of getting any weapon that they want, and now it's you can grind out the game, get 50 supply drops, and then you can trade it in for another weapon bribe. Obviously, I'm not super going for that, but you guys know me, I love COD, so I'll be playing this quite a bit, so I'll probably end up getting another weapon. But I picked up the AN-94. You should definitely pick up the VMP, because it is a shredder. But other than that, really every other gun seems quite fair. And I really enjoy that. In this game I'm using, it's called the Rampart, I think, and I do pretty well. The first round or the second round was pretty rough. The first round on attack, my team just could not get it together, and I think we ended up losing. I always have this issue where I carried the shit out of my team. I really did. I think I went 47-18 at the end of this game here, and I was going through and just having a blast. Calling in streaks. I went 43-11. and I was calling streaks, getting good stuff, and I was about 2,000 points higher than the second person on my team. But other than that, we just absolutely slapped ass. We just totally dominated this game. But there's a lot of noobs playing, and it's really awesome playing with noobs again. I mean, because the skill-based matchmaking has been so fucking egregious in all other CODs lately. It's just... It's tough, and this one's genuinely feels like a more casual, laid-back COD experience. Seriously, if you guys have this game, or you have a PlayStation, sadly, Xbox One and PC still has to pay full price for the game. It's just for PlayStation it's free for the month because, you know, Activision has that combo with PlayStation to do free games and, you know, DLC early for stuff like that. And they really haven't done anything special for Modern Warfare or Cold War from what I've seen. I know Modern Warfare got survival for the first year, and now it's on Xbox, which the survival sucked. I mean, I honestly forget it's even in the game. I played it. It's nothing. I don't know how they can take such an awesome game mode like Modern Warfare 3 that made you feel truly like you were in a dire situation, one man against an army, because you were, I mean, there's no announcer, there's no voices, the enemies just start kind of running around and start shooting at you. It's awful. It sucks. I played it once and that was it. I was done with it. I didn't even die. I quit. I played 5 minutes of it and realized how stale and boring it was because they put you on the biggest map. I don't even remember what it's called, but it's that one with like the synagogue in the middle or something like that. I think that's what it is. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played. But yeah, that sucked. But this game, for it being free, has a lot of content to offer. It has Blackout, which is another different battle royale. If you guys are done with Hacker Zone, Blackout isn't not a bad battle royale. I mean, I know some people even like it better. And there's still a decent amount of players. Like, I in stream last night, even though I died immediately. But honestly, it didn't take too long. I think it took about 3 minutes to find a full lobby, and it was about 99 players. So it's able to pull the players still for a full lobby. And it's not too bad of a battle royale, the few points I've played it, and there's some things people think it does better than Warzone. Me personally, I like it better. If I was going to play either one, I would play Blackout because the colors, it's Treyarch, so the colors are just popping. I mean, it's very bright, very colorful. It's easier to see people. I have an issue with Warzone and like Modern Warfare where I can't see the difference in color between the people and the wall, so I just get killed because I don't see them, but they see me. But Black Ops 4 is a game that I think was slept on and was a victim of Activision's greed, and by that became a victim of the community revolt. I think, we were already kind of coming around the time when we were getting really sick of Activision schemes and, the monetization schemes, and then they released, it was honestly what really put the nail in the coffin, was World War II was alright. This was the game before Black Ops 4. It was an alright COD, but Sledgehammer really worked hard, and they made decent DLC, but the key was you could buy the DLC separately. And the DLC, if you're like, okay, I don't really think those maps are cool, I don't need to spend the money, the zombie map, not my thing, but I want to get this map, I want to get this map pack. Well, with Black Ops 4, it's all or nothing. You either spend the $50 for the Black Ops pass, or you pass on all the DLC entirely, which I think was the biggest shoot themselves in the foot thing they could have done. And that's what really killed COD. Otherwise, it wasn't a half-bad game if it wasn't for Activision shoehorning a battle royale in. I think we could have had a banger of a campaign. Whether it would have made sense at all, like Black Ops 3, it would have been really cool to kind of flesh out some more of these characters. I know they did the characters missions, but those sucked. Those were stupid. Like a proper campaign to maybe properly introduce these people and give them some fleshed out things. It would have been a lot of fun. But this game really suffered from a lot of circumstance, and now that it's living on its own, it's 2 years old, or almost 3 years old at this point. It's fun to look back on and revisit, and it holds up pretty well, and honestly harkens back to an older time of Call of Duty, as it is more casual now, when you could get on and just slay. Like this gameplay here. I didn't have to sweat super hard. I mean, to me, I was just casually playing, and it was nice. It was very enjoyable to just not have to constantly slide, jump 360. And you can definitely tell the people that have watched the YouTubers saying the same thing. I mean, that's how I found out. That's how I found out that skill-based matchmaking isn't in the game anymore. I was watching a YouTuber talk about it. It was Drifter. He said, yeah, I don't think skill-based matchmaking is in the game, or if it is, it's just severely tuned. And I think it's also... It might still be in the game, but the player population is so low, and because it was free, the mass majority of players are people that either don't have anything on their accounts or, are genuinely just new players, and so it's just kind of easier lobbies. And I know I keep seeing "and," that's my freaking crutch word. But it's been a lot of fun, and I think you guys should give it a try. The zombies is the zombies. I'm thinking I might want to play some zombies, I really want to do a zombies marathon again. That was a lot of fun. I've always wanted to do one from start to finish. I've never actually finished one. I think I always start with Nocturne Toten, and then I go to Verrückt, and Shino Numa, and I can get to Reese, and it's usually whether I can get to finish the Reese, finish the gameplay without just stopping it because I'm bored, or get to Keynote Toten. I've never actually been able to do it from Nocturne Toten all the way until Tagadir Toten now with Black Ops 4, and that completely wraps up the zombie storyline that we all know and love. It's a good game. I think you guys, you can't beat the price of free. Free 99 is the best price, and if you end up really enjoying it, you can always purchase the DLC if you really want to, but the other plus is that it's permanent double weapon and normal XP. So you're going to be grinding through some levels pretty quick. Well, guys, I know we're coming up on the end of this gameplay here. If I'm going to let it run out for the rest of the time, it's only going to be like a minute or two. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of Black Ops 4 and if you're playing it right now and what your thoughts are on it.
Bravo secure. Tracking in.
Sniper's nest destroyed by enemy
Sniper's
forces.
nest in my AO. Lives. Eliminate them.
0 down.
UAV standing by.
Assault pack right here.
In return, sensors are capped to your objective. We're taking A. Kill. UAV MTL 50% check.
Ruin eliminated. Overriding medical protocols.
They're out of lives.
All done.
Hunt them down. Enemies contesting Alpha. Taking Alpha. Scoping in. One tango left. Take them out.
Fresh is standing by for task.
We have the advantage. To the victor, the spoils. Get on.